Here in Washington, Johnny Carson, a U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, is calling for a more aggressive international response to Somalia's political crisis. VOA's Mariama Diallo has that story.
Packed room, Assistant Secretary of State Johnny Carson called for a new strategy in response to Somalia's continuing crisis. He said over the past 18 months, the United States has worked along a single track focused on supporting the transitional federal government in Mogadishu and the African Union forces in Somalia, AMISOM. To be more effective, the U.S. is trying what he called a dual-track approach that will take into account the complex nature of Somali society. This will allow the U.S. to be more flexible and adapt to local needs.
Under this new second track of our strategy, we will pursue increased partnerships with the regional governments of Somaliland and Puntland, as well as with local and regional administrative units throughout south-central Somalia who are opposed to al-Shabaab but who are not allied to the TFG.
But he was quick to qualify his remarks about Somaliland and Puntland, both semi-autonomous.
By doing this, we are not in any way attempting to go around what is in fact the principles of the AU, which is to recognize only a single Somali state. We will not, as a part of this two-track strategy, recognize Somaliland or Puntland.
Carson says Somalia's instability has spread like a cancer, from a local to a regional and now a global problem. He said the upsurge in piracy off the coast of Somalia is one of the ripple effects. Over the past 3 years, 440 ships have been attacked. Pirates have seized nearly 2,400 hostages and have received an estimated $100 million in ransom. But Carson says the problem is not in the waters.
Somali's piracy problem stems from the instability and conflict on the land, not the problems at sea.
He says although the U.S. will continue to back the transitional federal government headed by Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed, change must take place.
The TFG must do more to help itself. It must move beyond being a government in name only, and it must stop its recurring cycle of internal political fighting.
He says the repeated leadership changes at the top of the TFG have undermined its credibility among many Somalis. Mariama Diallo, VOA News.